everybody. Welcome to what is the third and final night, I anticipate, of Minda's stream of Save the Light. As you can see in our save file, we are about 75% of the way through, 3/4 of the way through, and we're just going to play until the end. We should be able to 100% the save file, like completely, get every secret, get everything all in one night tonight. As just like last time, you may remember from my last day of streaming this game, that the one thing I did in between sessions was farm chroma, which is a very tedious task, and probably the one design element of the game that is just objectively not very good, and not very fun, and not very fun to watch, so I did that offline. But otherwise, we are good to go. So, oops. Are we not in the... I am. Oops, bumped my mic. So the first thing on the agenda tonight is to do a little bit of backtracking, because there are several secret areas in the game that we have just been ignoring up until this point. But it is now time to remedy that situation and go exploring. So, let's see. So we're just going to do these in order. So, as you can see, we have the stars mean we have 100% in most of these areas. The one exception being the one secret area. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. Actually, first let's change up the party a bit, because let's see, is this who we need? We probably need Garnet in this area. So sorry, Peridot, but you are out of here. And the reason why we'll need Garnet will become clear in a moment. Because if I remember correctly, this area has a bunch of guys with shields, and with that, for those guys you need Garnet to break the shield.
We're just like the heroes in your RPGs.
Thank you, Garnet. Before we begin, let's see what our bad situation is like, because it's probably all over the place right now.
Hey, it's my page.
Let's see. First of all, let's do some leveling up. Let's see, what does Steven need? Teamwork. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Leveling up is just the best. What up?
Yeah, let's upgrade our... Actually, that's good. Yeah, I've never used that ability, so...
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
And Pearl.
And Pearl. Well, let's see. We need this. It's long past due that we got this. And then we'll...
Why, yes, I did earn this.
Let's see.
Love is all you need. That's how you level up.
Super Shield Breaker. Garnet's Shield Breaker explosion range increases and now applies a burn effect to the enemies. Very useful ability. Very handy. Okay, so... what else have we got? How's our bad situation looking? Well, let's see. We definitely want to give Garnet the XP badge, I think. Since she's lagging. Well, actually, no, let's... yeah, let's give it to Amethyst, because...
Don't mind if I do.
Amethyst is a bit more... well, yeah, whatever. It's all the same. Pearl has finally achieved her ultimate form. She had... oh, oops. I need to actually equip that badge. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? So after the last boss fight, we acquired this badge, the Shamrock Badge. Increases luck by 95%, but reduces defense by 2. Pearl is already a glass cannon, so the defense debuff does not hurt her very much at all. In fact, it does almost not. In fact, since her defense was already pretty much 0, 0 divided by 0 is still 0. You know, that buff just gives her an insane amount of luck, and coupled with the Lucky Hits badge, she is constantly giving out star power to the crowd, which is just a terribly awesome combo. Let's see, Amethyst is good, Steven is good for now. There's another badge we still have to get with him that will replace this nicer regen badge in due time. And then what do we want to give Garnet? Poison's not bad. Sure, why not? Garnet's just going to be the weird debuffer, where she has a chance to poison or set people on fire. Excellent. I like this idea. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Okay. Let's stop off at this healing fountain and heal. Because why not? A little bit of stuttering there, as will happen sometimes. Hopefully I have gathered enough chroma at this point that we will not need to... That by the time we get the other recipes, because here, let me just show you this.
Cheeseburger backpack!
So we have 2 of these schematics already for Greg's guitar and Peridot's tablet. The 2 that we're still missing, the 2 that we still have to get, are I believe for Connie's sword and Steven's shield, and I don't remember what exactly we need for those off the top of my head, and I'm just kind of hoping that we have enough stuff here that we won't have to... Oh yeah, also Garnet's gauntlets. And I'm just kind of hoping that we have enough stuff available that we won't have to farm too much chroma by the time we find those schematics, in order to just get those immediately as soon as we find the schematics for them. Are we going the right way? Oh, no, yeah, we are going the right way. Okay.
Yeah, I'm over it.
Oh, Amethyst. Okay. So the secret areas, the reason why we save the secret areas till the end of this little Let's Play is because the secret areas are considerably higher level than the rest of the zone that they are
Pay
in.
close attention, Stephen. There's much to be learned from this place.
Steven, this area is more dangerous than the rest. If we run into trouble, we should return later once we're stronger.
Oh man.
Alrighty. Yep, see, there's Pearl explaining it right there. But now that that explanation is out of the way, we can just tally forth, Sally Ho. Yep, turn into Jake English for a second there. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we are.
Ready?
Hollow Pearl.
I'm just gonna focus fire down the boss. As I'm sure I've explained several times by now. As I've no doubt explained several times by now throughout the course of this series. This game has a somewhat... Oops. Well, at least he's poisoned. Has a somewhat unique mechanic with the enemy mana. With essentially the enemy fight mechanics. Where, whoops, we got stunned. Because the enemy team has the same shared mana, it has the same star point system that we use, which means that if you take out the cannon fodder first, that just means the boss will start attacking you faster. So in most RPGs, you usually want to just take out the little guys first because, you know, you want to reduce the amount of incoming damage you're going to take. But with this game, you know, if you take up cannon fodder, it just means the big guy's going to attack you faster. And the big guy usually does more damage than the little guys anyway. So in this game, it behooves you to take out the big guy first, and then deal with the cannon fodder. So that's what we're going to do. And we're just going to attack everything with Garnet, because Garnet is awesome. Ta-da! And I want Pearl to get the killing blow, because I have Pearl bias. Pearl's my favorite, I'm biased towards her, and I'm not afraid to admit it. Alright, there's a little secret area down here, I believe. Yeah, it's right here. God, I remember when I first played this game, it took me forever to find this little nook. This was it. This was one of the last secrets I got in the game in order to 100% the game the first time. Ridiculous. Oh well, but now I know where it is, so we're all good. It's all good. Hey, Onion, what have you got for me? Those are occasionally useful. Yeah, I'll take a big donut. Or 3 big donuts, rather. We're gonna need every one of these light dews for a later puzzle. In all likelihood. Actually, hang on, let me just move this. You can't see what I'm moving, but don't worry about it. Just moving my game window a bit. Adventure with my buds. I'm so lucky. Let's see, who looks like they need a good old-fashioned warm fuzzy? Pearl, of course. Pearl's amazing.
Why, yes.
Oh, Steven, you're too sweet. Tee-hee. Alright. Oops. There we go. That's better. And this is why we brought Amethyst along. This is also why we brought Garnet along. There we go. Okay, well, we gotta stop that right away. Yep. Dang it. That was weird. Yeah, you saw that, right? It said I got it perfect, but then it didn't do the thing. Must be because Steven hit the shield, and so that stopped it somehow? That was weird. Now it actually is a good time to use Pearl. I know I'm breaking my own rule that I just said earlier, that it's better to take out the bosses first, but, you know, when the opportunity strikes you to get, like, a big AoE like that, it's hard to pass it up. Besides, we've weakened the boss plenty with those AoEs, so now we can just kill him. That's what we're gonna do. Let's see, let's get a kudos from Pearl. I want to see some Opal in this Let's Play. Looks like we are going to get some Opal in this Let's Play. Perfect. Gameplay-wise, Opal is probably my second favorite fusion in this game, next to
Ready?
Stevani. And in some situations, Opal is just plain the best. Quite a lot of situations, in fact. It's like basically, Opal does a lot of, can do a lot of AoE damage. Stevani is great at... Stevani is great at the single target damage, and that's kind of the one big difference between them. And whichever one is best just depends on the situation. That'll do it. Perfect. Pearl effect. So yeah, we'll need to come back here with Greg in a minute, but we're just going to clear out all the enemies first. As you can see, this puzzle, fairly obvious how you solve it. Just gotta put the pieces together. We'll also need to come back here with Peridot later for a thing that's coming up.
I know I put it in
Whoops.
here somewhere.
And this is why we brought Garnet, once again. Although before they put the shields up, we can just wail on everything with Amethyst.
I've got just the thing.
Well, that guy has his back turned, so Amethyst can still deal max damage to these guys. And we're just gonna
Maybe
use one of these
this?
and whack him with Amethyst some more, while we still can. This guy's a Saw Blade guys are annoying. This is the one situation where surrounding the enemy is not
Ready?
necessarily good with these Saw Blade enemies because you can't attack them from the rear. They got a big old Saw Blade on their butt. So now we just kind of gotta make do with what we got here. I bet Steven can finish this guy off. Yay. Alright. And we're pretty much just gonna stun lock this guy with Garnet. Because that's how Garnet do. Who's gonna congratulate Garnet?
Garnet,
say
that
Pearl.
was flawless.
Because I also want to see some Sardonyx. Sardonyx is fusion number 3, who I like very much. Mostly because Sardonyx is just fun, to be perfectly honest. Like, strategically, it's like, they do their job, you know? It's like she hits things with her hammer and it's cool. But, got a little thing in my eye. You know, she hits things with her hammer and it's good. But, like, strategically, it's like, eh. You're probably just fine using Guardian and Pearl, to be honest. Okay. Let's see. Should have acquired enough dew by now.
Cheeseburger backpack!
Oop, or maybe not. I have the 3.
I've got just the thing. Ooh, I know. Guys, how about this?
Okay. So there must be one more dew hiding somewhere in this level. Come on. Come on, Steven. You can make that jump. I remember when the game first came out, and they seem to have stopped this, or maybe it's just because we haven't been backtracking at all in this game. But when the game first came out, it was a little bizarre because the dew would respawn, but you only need like a set amount of dew. You only need X amount of dew for each one of those little growing tree puzzles. Which was a little bizarre then because you could... Ouch. Dang it, I almost had that one too. Okay. Yeah. much run back. Are these guys gonna run back though? Yeah, they are. Okay, so that strategy is out. This fight's gonna be a pain in the butt.
Cheeseburger
We're
backpack!
gonna use items and just do everything we can. Because we got boss versions of the two spiky dudes. But yeah, the little drill bird things, I don't know what they're called. I don't know what any of these enemies are called, to be honest. They never say their names in the game. But yeah, the drill birds are some of the most annoying enemies because they do a ton of damage!
I don't feel so hot. Amethyst, you got this!
We've got two boss versions of them in this game, in this match, so... just gotta deal as much damage as humanly possible. And just hope for the best. Which so far seems to be going alright. No, 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 don't kill this Terminator! Live! Yep, and there you go.
Ooh, I know. Item, I choose you. Okay, so I got poofed again. Big whoop.
It's kind of a big whoop in this particular match. Bubbling doesn't even help with them either because they just hit you a ton like this. Here, you know what? Now's the time. Whoop, no.
I'm really feeling it.
Dang it! Ah. Ah. Oh dear.
Ready?
I haven't allowed it to happen this whole game, so you might not know this if you've only been watching my stream, but that wind-up that I keep having to stop with the drill birds is they explode. That's what that move is. It's a self-destruct. That was a match. Okay, Amethyst is the one with the freaking XP badge, too. Dang it. Oh, well. Oh, and the light Steven. Lovely. Who do I want to get the light Steven? Of course. Okay, and now that we're here, we can readjust the party a bit. No. I bet there's a dew in that chest. I bet that's how that works. Whoops. Alright, Greg, you are up. Yay. Well done, Gregory. Gregory DeMayo.
Let's just take a look-see.
No do. Yeah, well. Oh, that's annoying. Let's see, is there a do that I missed somewhere? Because, yeah, that's what I need right now. So, yeah, we're just going to scour this field for a minute. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Okay.
Guys, how about this?
Okay. And now you jump up here with Pearl. Oops. Then you fall off the platform like an idiot. Then you jump up again. Then you shoot the metal block. Switch to Peridot.
I know I put it in here somewhere.
Use the metal powers. Excuse me. Whoop. Collect the chest.
David! Look what I've acquired!
Economist Badge. At the start of the battle, all of your star costs are reduced by 1. After any ability is used, all star costs return to normal. It's a cute badge. I never use it for some reason. Mostly just because I have my... I'm just like set in my ways. I'm an old man. I have my badge combos, and they work for me. But that is a good badge. Also, part of the problem is I always get that badge so late in the game that's like, I mean, it's good, but I have my thing set up. I have my setup. Alright, and where to next? And so, yeah, that is the Beach City Woods, 100% complete. We missed one secret here, so we're just going to get that
I'm so
real
proud
quick.
of us.
This planet sure is filled with peculiar places.
Yes, indeed it is, Peridot. Alright, we're going to swap Amethyst back in. Because I like her. And then, yeah, that'll do.
I know I put it in here somewhere.
Here, actually.
Ooh, I know.
Where are the cookie cats? There are the cookie cats.
Item, I choose you. How about this'll do the trick? I've got just the thing. Item, I choose you.
There you go. Yeah. Let's see. Is that good? Is that good? Actually, here, I'm gonna...
Ready, Freddy?
Let's see, level up first. Attack, luck. Let's go with luck.
Yay, stuff!
Because that helps with lucky hits and
One
also
must
helps with the
always
healing
be
occasion.
prepared.
Yeah, what are you doing? Pearl, we've been neglecting her attack stat in favor of luck. But now that we have the badge, it's time to start beefing her up a bit.
Why, yes, I did earn this.
Indeed you did, Pearl. Indeed you did.
That's right.
It's the great and lovable
Paradox! This is quite optimal.
Mega Meat Morphs increases the effect and targeting range of Peridot's contraptions. Very useful ability. Sounds minor, but like, you know, increasing like the targeting range of her turrets infinitely increases your options. Let's see, I'm gonna just adjust this real quick.
Guys, check this out.
Let's see. We are going to put this area is annoying.
So equipped. I shall wear it with pride.
And where's that other one?
Yes.
Yes. Alright, and off we go. Just because I did grind a whole lot of chroma off camera doesn't mean we're going to ignore them when we see them. Especially because blue is, I think, because, like, if we're going to end up short on any of them, we're going to be short on blue. That's just my early prediction. And this is why we brought Amethyst back.
What am I gonna pick? What am I gonna pick?
And we don't need the big star for this, I don't think.
Do your thing!
Cat, what are you... Seriously, what are you doing?
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Oh, did you get a combo? Oh yeah, Smoky. Smoky is, unfortunately, a fairly lackluster fusion. The problem with Smoky is that they're basically a gimmick. Like, their gimmick is that they blow people off the side of the stage, but if you're in a big arena, it doesn't work. If you're fighting heavy monsters, it doesn't work. If you're fighting bosses, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So really, like, Smoky is only really useful if you're fighting, like, a whole bunch of little weak guys. And if you're fighting a whole bunch of little weak guys, just use Amethyst to whip them, and then kill them. And that's the end of that. We might visit but I think we will visit Voltron one time before we end this stream, just because. We already have, as far as like game progress goes, we already have everything we need for Voltron because we got insanely lucky there and got Voltron's badge very early on in the game, absurdly early even. It's I have never gotten. It's like, I mentioned this before, but like, I have another save file of this game on the PlayStation 4 that I started just for fun. And I started that game like almost a year ago, like, because kind of like right after I finished the game once, I started a second save file. And I play that new save file off and on, you know, whenever I'm bored. And I still haven't gotten the Voltron badge on that save file, even though I've been playing it for nearly a year. It's absurd. But this one, we got it on, like, the 10th draw. I wonder if we can do this. Perfect. Okay, Steven. Okay. Didn't think we would get away with that. We did. And so we have the Voltron badge. So now the only reason to visit Voltron anymore is just for the achievement for hearing all of his little things. And this game is fairly, yeah, if you're like an achievement hunter type player, the achievements in this game are fairly doable. Whoops. Like the worst one is just it's like the hardest, the ostensibly hardest achievement is getting the is defeating a boss with the Crying Breakfast Friends badge. Okay, and now we are going here. Okay, we're gonna need to readjust the party again because we need Garnet back for this one. Like we just non-questionally do, because we need Garnet to get past a little obstacle. Ostensibly, the hardest boss, the hardest achievement is defeating an enemy with, let's see, who do we want to trade out? Unfortunately, I think Pearl is on the chopping block. Yeah, because I want Peridot in there still, because Peridot's helpful. Hi, kitty. Yeah, this'll do. Let's see. How are the badges looking? Yeah, this will be fine. I think there's ice in this area anyway. Like I say ostensibly because it's supposed to be the hardest achievement of the game, but if you do it right, it's not easy. Like, specifically, if you use Peridot, it's pretty easy.
Cheeseburger backpack.
Like, otherwise the worst achievement is just hearing all Voltron stuff because it's pure RNG. There's nothing you can do to make it easier. You just gotta feed Voltron tokens until you get it. And if you're lucky, you'll get it right away. If you're not lucky, you won't. and it just sucks to be you. Never get those. Pretty much the only way to get the first attack for those guys is with Pearl, but she's not in the party right now, so too bad. Actually, you know what? This is the one area in the game where Smoky might work. Hey, Smoky Quartz. That's the other thing too, is that their fan attack, which not quite. That's the other thing too, is that like Smoky's one big move costs 6 star points, and so if it fails, you know, you just wasted your entire turn. It either works brilliantly or it doesn't work at all. That time it worked okay. Alright. Shame you don't get the XP for that. Oh well. You really should. You really should get the XP for that. Yeah, this is why we need the Garnet. Hey, we got 2 at once. Bunch of magicians. There we go. Alright. There's the secret chest. That's the area. That's the one reason why this area hasn't been completed yet, is because of that chest.
Ooh.
Playing this game for like 20 hours, I still get my buttons mixed up.
I know I put it in here somewhere. Impossible. This'll do the trick. Watch it.
We're just gonna not toy around with these guys. There we go. No, you don't. Cat's moving my mouse around. Yeah, Peridot, you haven't had a chance to kill anything in a while. do, Hickey? Secret Whoozy, what's it? Sorry, I missed. I got the name wrong. Kitty, you're so cute.
The crystal gems have left the building.
Cat, what are you looking at? If you see a toy, no you don't.
This planet sure is filled with peculiar places.
Careful.
Yeah, Steven there is more dangerous than I.
Oh man.
Alrighty.
What am I gonna pick?
Let's heal
What am I
up
gonna
Parrot
pick?
outfit. This is the one thing cookie cats are good for. In game,
I've
because
got
like,
just the thing. This'll do the trick. I know I.
because yeah, we are long past the point where cookie cats are viable in combat. But you know, they still help out here from time to time.
What am I gonna pick? What am I gonna pick?
Okay, I'm just gonna turn my mouse off because I'm worried that my cat's gonna like hit a button or something. Don't want to go. These things are going to disappear, so don't want to go do that until we actually get the blue key. Blue key. Yeah. Oh, well, this is terrible. Let's see. Whipping them with amethyst is not really viable,
Ready?
so let's kill the big thing first. Excuse me. You're getting clues
so
from
good.
Steven. We'll just
Ready?
take out that guy's shield and render him useless. You even get a good shot? No, you can't even get a good shot on these guys over here. You pull this off though. Yeah, sure. That was okay. Not great, but okay. Okay.
Ready?
Okay, I think I have my next move planned. Okay. Yeah, that's terrible. But it is what it is. Okay. Break his
Ready?
shield. Go amethyst. Huzzah. Alright. Okay. Oh wow, that actually hit that
I
guy.
know I put it in here somewhere.
Okay, so first of all, taunt, because Amethyst is taking all
I'm
of
really
the...
feeling it.
It's taking all of the, it's taking all of the aggro right now. And then it's time to stop.
One thingy
Yeah, that'll
coming
be
right
fine.
up.
Actually, here.
Rev it up.
What is... Okay, you could hear me bumping it. Why was it not registering? Dang it. Here, let's try this again, because I am dissatisfied with that outcome.
Gotta go fast.
Okay, the game is just not registering those hits at all. Okay, so that move just didn't work because the game was like dropping frames or something. It wasn't working for me.
How
Okay,
about...
now we do need to do this.
This'll do the trick.
Stupid spike things.
Ready?
Okay, let's start from the shot. Ah, not quite enough to get that one. Oh well. Okay. There we go. That's better. Now we're in control. Story from chat about the really big two-headed guys. Right, would have been better to fighting the really big guy. Blowing the back with Smoky, which only did a little bit amount of damage because they moved so slowly. They just kept pushing it backwards so that it couldn't fight it. Okay, that is kind of funny. So what Danny Page of Light is saying is that they would just shove the big sword guy backwards with Smoky. They would walk forward to attack and then get pushed back again by Smoky, and so they could never attack because they walk so slowly they could never reach the party. That is a pretty funny way to deal with those guys. My cat is now laying full on my mouse. I totally got the hell. Oh, shit.
Ready?
Let's see, I think what we need here is a together breakfast.
Shit.
Okay.
Prepare to be amazed.
Was that guy not a boss? He just has a crap ton of health. That actually makes this a bit more manageable. Because the bosses he can't stun, but if he's just a guy with a lot of health, we can stun him with, we can just keep him pinned with, Garnet. Assuming the game doesn't do that to me. And a chat suggestion last time. I knocked down the cat. Okay, hang on. My cat's climbing around. I need to settle him down a bit before he decides to start marching all over my keyboard. There we go. Okay. And I can't... Everybody's too clustered together. I can't tell who I'm attacking right now. I think this is who I want to attack.
Somewhere.
What the? That's... That was interesting. I've never seen that before.
Do your thing, thing!
I don't think so.
Well, that was a big play by Amethyst. Looks like he's going for the contraption, which is fine by me. He's welcome to kill that thing. Rather you kill a contraption than one of the party members. Oh, so close. Peridot, you can get the killing blow. This is why we save these areas for the end, because this fight's can get a little intense. All right.
Ooh, I know.
All right, we got a bunch of level ups, which means we got a bunch of heals, which is.
Guys, check this out.
Let's see. What do we want to level up? We've started using Steven's attack more often as the game goes on. And plus, once we get Steven's last weapon power-up, we will be using him to attack much more frequently.
I feel so upgraded.
That's right.
It's the greatest level.
Yep.
What up?
What up, indeed?
Just getting stronger. No big deal.
Crap in my eye again.
Look to the future. Check this out, Steven.
Alrighty. Yeah. Okay. Steven's the one with the no-slip grip shoes. Peridot. Peridot's the only one in this crew who's going to, That was a neat little way to avoid fall damage. Oh, come on. Alright, how are we gonna do this? How do we want to do this?
Give me a moment.
This is a reasonable way to do this.
Check out them skills.
Let's get a little Sukalite action here eventually.
Greatest creation.
As bosses, the snowballs aren't that much worse than like their normal counterparts. So we're just going to AoE down everything and deal with the snowballs as we see fit. Plus, the snowballs are really... The snowballs are only really annoying to deal with if you don't have a ranged attack in your party. And we have Peridot now, so we're fine. Yeah.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Oh well. Still did the job. But yeah, the snowballs are annoying because they get spiky. And you can't deal with the spikes if you don't have a ranged attack. And, you know, you fight them, of course, in the frozen area before you get Peridot. So your only ranged options are Amethyst or throwing Pearl Spear, both of which are kind of a waste of star power to deal with one enemy. Oh, I see what's going on. The problem is the enemy is so big when the snowball grows like that, you can't see their arrow. Yeah, they get spiky like that, and you can either whip them with Amethyst, which costs 3 star points, which are somehow you always find yourself going, if only I had 1 more star point. But then eventually you get Peridot, and you can just do that. And it's good. It's all good. So now we're just gonna finish killing them. Nice. And that is how you do it. Okay, we are not going to go out there just yet, because then we're going to have to fight all these guys. We're going to have to clear this room again. And that would be very annoying in this situation. Whoops. So yeah, that exit leads to the secret chest that I observed, that I noted a while ago. And so we kind of want to make going out there the last thing we do.
Lovely.
Turtle Badge increases defense by 25 but reduces attack by 15. Screw that, because I am all attack all the way.
Cheeseburger backpack!
Like, I'm sure there are situations where that badge is useful, where, like you really should, where where more DACA is not the answer. But I have yet to find that situation. More DACA is always the answer. And if you say otherwise, you are a heretic. And this might be 100% of the area. Ah. Oh, whoops. Oh, this is an issue. Okay, so now we do have to leave this area and come back? Oh dear. Whoops. Screwed that up quite horribly. Let's get this chest.
Come on,
Actually, I
Tim.
forgot what's in this chest. Although it might be the one badge I've been waiting for this entire game. Oh, You're very sweet.
Hope this place is ready for our bad selves.
This one's for Steven.
Sneaky Sneak Badge. Enemies have a harder time noticing the wearer. Outside of battle, wearers can get closer to normal. Inside battle, wearers' actions generate less threat.
We're
That's
just
a nice
getting
badge to
started.
give to Amethyst sometimes, although right now she has the XP badge equipped.
Bring it light, weirdos.
And that's why I didn't want to do this. Oh well. Oh well, this fight was pretty
Give me
easy
a
anyway.
moment.
Greatest creation.
Hey! Cheeseburger backpack!
So that is one little design thing that occasionally gets annoying, is that because the A button does so many different things, like it's either, you know, the A button is used both since the A button is used both to select your actions and as the action command to reduce damage. There are a lot of times where, like, you'll go to... There are a lot of times where, like, you'll go to select something right as an enemy attacks, and the button prompt will register as you hitting the, as you using the action command too early instead of doing what you were trying to do in the first place. And that gets annoying.
Ow.
This is bad.
Amethyst, bring it, light weirdos, and the light weirdos did indeed proceed to bring it. Here it is. And a heal.
Cutie pie. I'm ready.
Every once in a while, that third hit of Garnet's gets like a mega crit, and it's very satisfying when it happens. No. Don't want to fight you. You're a waste of time. There we go.
Behold, treasure.
Sword schematic number 2. And
Ooh, I know.
forgot what's required for that. Let's see, what is required for that? 10 purple, 10 yellow, and 2 orange. Which orange do we have? We have 5 orange, so we have enough still. If we need orange, I don't think we need any orange for Steven, so I think we're still fine. Actually,
How about...
we have 40 purple. We should have enough. We should have enough chroma still to get all of the weapon upgrades once we find the last couple schematics. I don't think we have enough red. I'm pretty sure it requires a... Here.
What am I gonna pick? What am I gonna
I'm pretty
pick?
sure Garnet's Garnet's Gauntlet level 2 requires 4 red chroma, if I remember correctly, but we're going to find another red chroma key somewhere in Bismuth's Forge anyway. Alright, so where to next? Yes. Strawberry Battlefield. We explored this area a little bit already,
Another win for the crystal
because
gems.
because frankly we needed to. Here, and I'll just give you a little taste of what chroma farming is like, because we're right here. We explored this area halfway when we first opened it up, because it is one of the very few areas where you can get orange chroma, which, as you can just see, we need plenty of.
Time
so-
to mess with the best.
So when you're playing this game normally, and I did indeed play this normally off stream a little bit, what happens is you will have to warp to this area, go around this corner, loop around up here, and destroy this orange block right down here, and you'll have to do that like 9 or 10 times in order to get enough chroma to 100% the game, when really they just should have readjusted the chroma levels so that you don't have to do that, so that you can, you know, the game should be balanced in such a way that you can just visit each of that if you discover every chroma location in the game, you ought to just have enough chroma to level up all your weapons. Because like this right here does not encourage exploring, it encourages backtracking. And it doesn't, not even like an exploratory kind of backtracking, just revisiting the same location over and over and over again. You know, that's not exploration. That's not exploration. Like, you know, Castlevania. You know, this isn't really. I mean, it's a little Castlevania-ish, almost, or it wants to be Castlevania, and it's not. Is the problem? Like in the real Castlevania game, you would be constantly getting new abilities that require you to revisit areas to, you know, get new stuff. And that happens to a degree, since you get Peridot very late in the game, and there are a couple areas where you do want to backtrack with Peridot, but this just isn't that. This, you know. Let's see, do you have something to sell me, weirdo? Yes. I don't think there's a reason to fight those guys back there, so I'm not going to. I'm gonna fight these guys just for the heck of it, though. Because it's an easy fight, it looks like.
Lurk.
Yeah, we're gonna wait for the things to blow up first. Oh, shoot. With that little guy, I'm not gonna be able to do this the way I want to. Oh, well.
Now this is some quality tech.
Oh, well. Hey, nice. There we go. Got me abilities back. Nice. Nice. Ah. The cat's laying my arm. If it looks like I'm sitting in an uncomfortable position right now, that's because I am. My cat's laying on my arm, and it's kind of dragging me off to the side like this. It is also making it fairly difficult to get my timings down. Oh, there's the mega combo I was hoping for. Garnet really is probably just the best all-around character in this game, if we're being bluntly honest. At least when it comes to single target damage like that. Because, like, She's got the guard break, so she doesn't need it. So she doesn't need any support there. And then her basic hit has the potential to just do a crap ton of damage. And then, like, later in the game, we haven't even gotten to it yet, but later in the game she gets the, like, double or nothing ability, which does even more damage, potentially. That was all the game. Like, you saw that. Like, that was not the stream being janky. That was the game being janky. Oh, this is going to be a tough fight. New plan.
Gem powers, activate! Bloop! Ooh, I know. Maybe this? Bloop! Gem powers, activate!
Oh, no. This might be a game over, to be perfectly honest. This might be the end.
Ready?
Well, that was something.
I've got just the thing.
Peridot, you're getting the good shit.
One thingy coming right up.
That was a miscalculation.
Good shot.
David, my man.
Damn, no! Not another one. That's
Greatest creation.
very bad. Let's see.
Who loves bubbles? What am I gonna pick? What am I gonna pick? Do your thing! Gem powers, activate! Now we're bubble buddies. Gem powers, activate!
That was some massive overkill. And all of a sudden, Peridot is my striker.
Ow!
Okay, Cat, I need you off my arm. Okay. Oh, that's so much better. Oh. Also, the bubbles just instantly stops that. Oh, I have underestimated how useful bubbles are. Especially when it comes to those guys. So I'm just gonna keep everybody bubbled now.
How about... Bloop.
I see that timer. Can deal with that.
Who loves bubbles?
Yeah, that's fine. I only needed that to happen once. I knew that was gonna happen. It's fine. I anticipated that reaction and have accounted for it. Oh, okay. Well, I thought he was gonna go for Amethyst, and that would have been very bad.
Bloop. Now we're bubble buddies.
The game seems to be wondering...
Back together again.
Good for you. Welcome back. Have a bubble.
Who loves bubbles?
I think my computer might be running an update in the background because this game seems to be running a bit worse than usual. That's the... Oh well. Terrible, but it works. That is probably the worst feature of Windows, is the background update. It's like...
Gem powers
It's like
activate.
so annoying. It's like, oh, don't worry about updates. We'll just do that in the background. You'll hardly even notice. We know this. Every time there's an update downloading in the background, my computer starts running like shit. And it's like the first time I noticed it happening, I swear to God, I thought I had a virus. But no, it's not a virus. It's just Windows being a piece of shit. I just know that as soon as I stop the stream, I'm going to open up my freaking, process page. I'm gonna find out, oh yeah, we've been having an upgrade. We've been downloading an upgrade this entire time because we like you and we want you to have upgrades because we're nice. It's like, no, just let me do it manually for fuck's sake. I don't need you to tell me to update my shit. I can do that on my own. Thank you. Oh well. That was a little bit nerve-wracking. Alright. There's a light steven up here, I think. What the heck was that? Someone glitched out down there. Christ almighty. Okay. Still coming down from that last fight. That was intense. Alright. Okay, Garnet, we need you to get this chroma. I can't not get it when I see it. Even though I know we probably have all the green chroma we need and more, but... obsessed with it. Okay. What's this puzzle? Oh, and here... Alright, how does this work here?
What am I gonna pick? What am I gonna pick?
Excuse me. Over here, maybe? No. Where can we? That's not helpful at all. No. It autofocused to the wrong. Okay, but what about there? Just jump across. No. Love Steven glitched out in the background there. How did this work? This should not be that complicated. I think that might be a makeable jump that I just screwed up. Yes, okay. Now we're in business. Yay. Level up. And then do this, and we're good.
Give me all the loot. Give it to me.
Oh, here we go. The Speedy Badge. Outside of battle, movement speed increases by 30%. Inside battle, team star meter speed increases by 10%. This is the badge that I will never take off. So first of all, let's put this back on Steven.
Badge it up.
Alright, there's the Speedy Badge.
So equipped.
And yeah, as you can see, we have nearly every badge in the game at this point. We're only missing the... Yeah, we're only missing 5. 5 badges left. Okay. Where to next? What do we need next? Need a second badge for Perry. What do we want to put Perry in? What indeed? Luck isn't going to help her at all because she doesn't have any luck. Yeah, sure.
It's flawless.
Oh, we haven't been up
Perry got here.
Look, Steven, I'm doing the thing.
Yeah, it was an annoying puzzle. Thank you, chat. Thank you for backing me up on that. Okay. And look at how much faster we can run. Yay! Okay. And we do not need to fight those guys back there, so we're not going to. come on. Game, just help work with me. Work with me, Windows. Alright, is that this area complete? I believe that's this area complete. That is this area complete. So now, as you can see, we have 100%ed most of the game. We have 100%ed the Beach City Woods, the Great North, the Strawberry Battlefield, the Ancient Sky Arena, Beach City, and the Barn. Last things we need to do is explore the Labyrinth in the Pyramid of Peril and Bismuth's Forge. And then after that, it's just the final battle left. I'm going to call that a break point because we've been going for more than an hour. And so that will be part 1 of this evening. We're going to take a short break, and then we are going to tackle the Labyrinth. I will see you in a few minutes. Oh, right, I turned my mouse off like an hour ago because my cat was playing with it. Okay. We're going to take a quick break, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.